What would you say are the main challenges you face when implementing quick response capabilities? Like in terms of people, processes, and technology. So you described a very amazing picture, okay? But let's get into it. We both know it's not that simple. So
Mhm.
really walk us through the process in terms of people, process, and technology, what it looks like.
So I'm going to start off with that very beginning stage when you have to justify a project, right? You've got to get the funding to implement something, right? Um, I'm old enough to remember those early days of ERP where people were trying to put together business cases to put in an ERP because it wasn't a foregone conclusion that if you had a business of it needed an ERP. And people were
Right.
trying to put together business cases about what they would save or how much revenue they would enhance, right? And take these complicated business cases to senior levels of management. And you're trying to sell this case of this multi-year plan, right? With that, oh, by the way, it's going to take hundreds of people to do it. It was going to cost millions and millions, tens of millions of dollars to do it. And oh, by the way, we've been, companies high risk on implementations. We've all heard about those ERP implementations gone wrong, companies brought to their knees, right? Big catastrophe. And that's the mindset a lot of senior leaders. They grew up during that world. So when you come to them with this plan saying, I'm going to do supply chain transformation, that's the only reference point that they have. Okay. So the
Mhm.
business case, right? To do together a business case for supply chain transformation. So you say, I'm going to enhance revenue by 2 points. Well, prove it. Like, oh, I'm going to save, 5 points in gross margin. Prove it, right? It's really, really hard to do. And so I see companies churn and churn and churn and churn because they can't get out of the gate of justifying doing the transformation. Or just pick
Right.
disruption. How much am I gonna save if I cut my disruptions in half? How much would I save if I cut my disruptions that impacted me by 90%, right? When we put in that system, we cut them by 98%, right? In terms
Mhm.
of what impacted. But could I have proved that up front? Really, really, really hard, right? So this is the way I think about what supply chain leaders need to do in companies.